So please understand that I have studied these things for over 20 years. I am not speaking from a place of anger. I'm not speaking from a place of hate. I'm just saying if you're a female and you stimulated by vaginal penetration, by penis-shaped objects, you are not gay. You cannot be gay and you stimulated by heterosexual sex. Even if another woman put on a strap-on in the form of a that's still a shaped object. The shape of that object being inserted into your vagina is the reason you are becoming stimulated. You are stimulated by penis. You're a woman stimulated by penis. The way God made it, you're a woman stimulated by penis. How the are you gay?
Can y'all hear me? Today, today's show is about the destruction of the black male image as a man. And hopefully y'all can hear me. But anyway, today's show is about the death of black male masculinity and how we went from when I was young, teenager, we had Tupac. And now my sons and nephews and whatnot, they got Tekashi 6ix9ine. And I hate to even say his name. He's getting a little too much press, but you can't solve problems by ignoring them. So he is definitely the new spokesperson for whatever, they got going on. And there's so many different avenues they've traveled down, from love and hip hop, Atlanta, which we won't even talk about Atlanta, the capital of my home state of Georgia, the new San Francisco, black gay capital, rainbow coalition of the world. And to me, I always thought about the rainbow as a physical representation of God. And it only made sense for the evil ones of this world to take a godly image such as the rainbow and associate it with gay lifestyle, which is in opposition to everything that God intended. If God never intended for us to be non-progressive, there's nothing more non-progressive than two women having sex or two men having sex, because nothing will come out of it. There will be no seeds planted. There will be no harvest of a positive kind. There will only be death. That's the only thing that comes out of those situations is death. Two men sleep together for their whole lives, then they die, leaving nothing behind but a sad memory of a lifestyle wasted. Same for women. They don't have any seeds inside of them. There's no real penetration, and even the women who love to be gay, they need strap-ons, which are basically fake penises. So we got a bunch of women in love with plastic penises and a bunch of men in love with themselves, which is totally ridiculous. I do love myself, don't get it twisted, but I don't want to sleep in the bed with a man every day for no reason. The only reason my life matters is because I was able to make children, and those children will go on, hopefully, to make children of their own. So, that's today's show, man. I know it's been a minute since y'all heard me. A lot of different things going on out here in this world, so I do the shows as needed, as inspired, or as I can. But yeah, I definitely want to talk about how, even though Tupac, don't get me wrong, he was not the model citizen. I mean, we all have our flaws, but at the end of the day, he did talk about family. He talked about the current condition of black youth at the time, you know, teenage pregnancies and things of that nature, you know. So every song he had wasn't telling us to kill each other. He did have some gangster songs. I ain't gonna sit here and say he was a Presbyterian or a Methodist pastor. He had gangster songs, but even those songs still had a sense of stand up for your community, stand up for yourself, if nothing else, and be a man. And there's nothing wrong with being a man. Let me tell you that first and foremost. Men built this world. There's nothing on this earth that exists without a man. We are the seed bearers. We're not the baby daddies. We're not just some nigga that stopped by sometime and drop off some money. Every person listening to my voice came out of a man. He put you in a woman. You gestated for 9 months and then came back out. But make no mistake, we are the creators of life. Women don't create babies out of fucking magnets and bubble gum. Women make babies out of the seeds that we plant in them. And without those seeds, there will be no people. God gave us the seed as the progenitors of life. We are the creators of life on earth. He is the creator of life itself. So first came God, then came us, then came everything after that. And I just want my people to wake up. And what I mean by my people are people of color all over the world. Anybody who feels the same way I do. You know, you can be a Caucasian or you can be an Asian. But if you feel that masculinity and family is important, then we feel the same way. But because I am a man of color, which I am not considered as an African American, I'm considered as a Native American. I am the ancestors of those who were killed, maimed, raped, tortured by the greediness and hatred, evil of the ones who came from shores unknown. Might be from planets unknown, but that's a whole nother show. Anyway, so I have to address my people as I see fit. Now, a lot of us will disagree with what I'm saying, but that only comes from the programming that you have been receiving. From the TV programs to the radio programs to the internet programs, all you are being programmed. A TV program is not a show to show you something. And even if it was, what they are showing you is sinking into your subconscious mind and developing your mentality again about life itself. See, everything you put in your mind, it comes out of your mouth. So when you put garbage in, garbage comes out. You put knowledge in, knowledge comes out. You put death in, death comes out. And I just don't understand how these black youths can sit back and be okay with every song that they hear from a urban hip hop perspective is speaking upon killing each other, doing drugs, or being gay. I just don't get it. I have nothing against gay people, and I hope they have nothing against me. But what I do have something against is when you aim at me with a weapon, I'm going to defend myself. And this is just a weapon that they've been using right there. They've been using right quick. In part to destroy the black youth and the black communities. With the music, the movies, which we don't even really have movies. I mean, what's a good movie that came out? Leave it in the comments. I'm waiting. But yeah, from the movies to the music to the mothers to the fathers, they are attacking every aspect of black male masculinity. Masculinity, period. But I can't speak for other races, especially when they don't speak up for themselves. So if you don't talk up for yourself, I can't talk up for you. So this ain't nothing about I'm forgetting y'all. I mean, I know Tekashi is not black, but he's representing a culture that is dominated by blacks. that was initiated by blacks and that is facilitated by blacks. Hip hop communities are not communities where the people are the majority. Even though I feel we are the majority, there's more people of color than not color. We were talking about from a legal sense, we are minorities. We have a smaller representation when it comes to laws and social affluence, social standings. Meaning if a Caucasian word means more in a courtroom than a person of color. So and even when you move somewhere, the land's value is based on what is the racial demographic of that area. So more places where there are people of color, like Atlanta, you have a lot of wealthy, affluent people of color, but if you look at the real estate value per per square mile, it's much cheaper than a place like Vermont or, out there where LeBron stay at in California, in that neighborhood. The land value goes down when people like him move in, even if they buy $90 million houses. They might paint nigga go home on your house and then make the house. I don't want to live there now. So your value just went down. So please, don't take this the wrong way. If you're offended, I'm glad. I don't have nothing against gay people. I just don't want them to feel like they can just run over shit because you can't. I mean, if they blackball me, if they do me like a lot of black stars, it won't matter. Those people are juiced into their situation. I am the situation. So there's no way you can do anything to disturb what I got going on because it's powered by a presence that you have an effect over, which is the Most High. And I want everybody to just take heed to what I'm saying, because a lot of this shit got something to do with your kids. Smoke that shit, So as we take our time for granted, other people are taking our time and using it against us. So if you got a bunch of kids sitting at home, listening to all of this, these young faggots really talking about they got AKs. I mean, I'm in Columbus, Georgia. I'm not in Chicago, so a lot of the things that's in Columbus, Georgia are what they call capping, fronting, flexing, lying. I mean, these dudes are on some gay shit. They killing each other. They snitching on their homeboys. They ain't riding for the cause. They shooting each other over girlfriends that everybody done fucked. These young cats out here really need to address this shit themselves because all they want to do is talk about trapping and hustling, but I don't see it. I mean, I ride through here every day. I ain't seeing y'all pulling out no big boy shit. When I was young, everybody was riding big, Now y'all catching Ubers, man. So keep it 100. Y'all ain't even really getting it like that. Y'all young niggas out here just running from house to house, fucking bitches with no rubber, man. Y'all ain't getting no money for real. See, where y'all clubs at? We were building clubs and everything when I was young, man. Doing major shit. If we was hustling. All y'all doing is snitching on each other. That's why the game messed up now. We didn't mess the game up. Y'all messed it up. Being scared to go down and do what you're supposed to do because y'all being raised on all this faggot ass music. I just want to let y'all know that, man. Keep it 100 with yourself if nothing else. And until next time, baby, stay real and don't let these folk take your motherfucking mind from you.